Alright, so everybody. So took a trade today. Not a good one. Loss. Only lost about half. Yeah, about half risk. So it is what it is, you know. Um, Looking back on it, horrible trade. Horrible, horrible, horrible trade. Um, and, I had time to think with it today, and I was like, yo, this makes absolutely no sense. Why the hell am I doing this? So let me break down where the trade was, where the entry was, so on and so forth. As you can see, this was a sell. All right, wait, let me put this in here. Wait, what the hell? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, so this was a sell. And I got in pretty much on this candle. So let's see where this selling thingy majigger is. Yeah, pretty much right when the candle opened, I was able to get in somewhere around here. Stop, believe it or not, was actually pretty low, which was good. Well, not good, but good because it was half risk. I really should have had my stop up here, but something happened to where when I went to put the buy stop, it I don't know, something happened. Anyways, this was a trade idea, and we were targeting. Well, I was targeting this low specifically because these are equals, and we took buy side previous weekly high. So like that, I think it was 3.2 or something like that. Let me just double check. Yeah, it says 5R. That's fucking crazy. Anyways, so that's the trade, right? So let me walk through how I kind of saw this was playing out. I actually think it's best that I do a little bit of replay to kind of get rid of all the extra. What the hell? Hold on, sorry. Don't normally use replay, so let me just do this. Just so we know where we're kind of looking, right? So we had some news today. I think it was PMIs or unemployment, something like that today, which caused this low. All right. Okay, cool, great. Price emphases to push up. Trump says something to do with ETFs today, or something with crypto, and we see this massive spike, which takes out previous weekly high. Right. So if we look over here, you can kind of see this is a previous weekly high, and that's what it is that we end up taking out. I'm not sure if this is all-time highs, might be, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, so we took that out. Price is rolling, rolling, rolling. We have equal highs in here. Price sweeps it, and we push lower. So coming into it, I know that we have liquidity to the sell side, which is here, which would essentially be the first place price is going to want to move to, right? So I was like, all right, cool. Price comes here. We'll probably get a little retracement, which is this, and then we go lower. Here's the issue with that. There are multiple issues with that. One, we just swept sell side. One. Two, we just swept a Newsweek. So once we sweep a Newsweek, we need to take some form of buy side. I'm entering this thinking of continuation, but not following my own rules, which is there always needs to be some form of liquidity, right? I was viewing liquidity as this, one, and this, two. However, yes, this is liquidity one and liquidity two that was swept, but we targeted this. So we came to this sell side liquidity after taking two sets of buy side liquidity. Therefore, pretty much everything resets. Now I have to take some form of buy side again before my system tells me that I should be able to trade. And I didn't do that today. So that was mistake number one, which is not taking buy side. Two, let me just do this on one. Yeah, one. Let me go back to the hour real quick. Two. Looking at this, there's no trend. There's absolutely no trend as of right now. Yes, I want price to come down here. Wishful thinking. Want. it looks as though price can do that, but we have to take into context what is it that's happening right now, which is we just took sell side, which was a news low. We need to be looking to take some more buy side. How I was looking at this was, okay, we had a fairly large engulfing bearish candle. We should be looking to continue for the 10 o'clock candle, push up, and then push lower. That's how I'm thinking. Unfortunately, didn't play out like that because my thinking was flawed because I need to take some form of buy side. Now, if it is I'm taking some form of buy side, where is the buy side that I need to take? This is from here right now. This is technically a form of buy side. However, what I really should be looking at least is this at a minimum. Sorry, this one is the minimum because this is the trendline liquidity, right, or the start of trendline liquidity. If you watch price go, how the hell do I do this? I don't really do. How do you fast forward? Sorry, I don't use this tool, but I'm using it for today. Ah, okay, cool. So there we go. Is it playing? I guess it is, yeah. So you can see pretty much immediately I got taken out. Great, cool, fine, no problem. Then from here, I'm like, shoot, okay, I'm out, half risk, whatever. Maybe I can get another trade. Following price. Price is doing absolutely nothing. We have this. I'm like, oh, wait, maybe that's the liquidity, but there's no inverse for me to take. But I'm also like, that doesn't make sense. Like, price needs to come higher to take some. We're stalling out this level too much. Lo and behold, this isn't anything I would take really because the stock is too damn big. Even though we did come back down, we swept these equal lows, we pushed higher. I'm testing another type of entry, which would be this one. Well, I'm not testing. I'm going to test another type of entry, which is going to be this one. Haven't gotten there yet. I'm still going through some more, not necessarily testing, but just training my eye on inverses and whatnot. So, yeah, price keeps going, blah, blah, blah. This one would have been valid, and this would have been your break-even point, and you would have been out break-even, pretty much. So, glad I didn't take that. Especially understanding where we are in price here. I mean, we did just take sell side, so you would think we go lower. However, what we need to understand also is at this point here is also a news wick. Therefore, price is going to draw to that point. Whoops. I mean, these are all types of things that you have to look at and understand, which, yes, I understand in hindsight. In the moment, I didn't. So I like that I was able to analyze this today. Now you're going to see here, boom, price comes up. We clearly sweep out that high. And I'm just going to go all the way down, erase this. How do you get rid of replay? Is this how you do it? Right. And as you can see, price came up, and then we just tanked the rest of the day. Ultimately taking out these equal lows, which was my target for the day. All right. So one more thing with regards to this trade on why it wasn't necessarily the best trade. I was talking about it slightly a little bit earlier in terms of how I look for the formation of a candle, power of 3, however you want to look at it. I entered this trade at 9:53. I usually don't enter trades at that time. Especially where I am in this leg, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. If we were somewhere up here and I got that inverse, great, sure. But because of where I was in price, it didn't make sense. Where I was in price and time doesn't make sense. So yeah, that was the trade today. Really kind of a sloppy one. Today I felt, coming into the day, I didn't feel very well, to be quite honest with you. I didn't even go to work today. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to sit on the charts and do that. Or probably a bad idea. Very bad idea. So probably shouldn't have traded today at all. Tomorrow we'll see how I feel. I still don't feel the best. Tomorrow we'll see how I feel. And if it is that I want to trade tomorrow. But yeah, a little half risk loss, which is okay. You know, make it back, no problem. Um, so yeah, we'll see what tomorrow presents us. If I had to guess, I'd say we go bearish. Yeah.